Living in Florida is like dating a beautiful woman. You are the envy of all your friends. You're the envy of society. Out of the 50 states, Florida could be considered the most beautiful. There was a TV series called CSI Miami. There was not a TV series called CSI Wisconsin. Wisconsin would be like the big chick no one wanted. Florida would be like the beautiful girl that everyone wanted. And so, with great beauty can come great tragedy. Uh, Andre, good to see you on the members only chat. Closed chat, members only, never forget it. What I want to tell you tonight, when you question where you're living, how you're living, and you try to find an environment that speaks to your soul, and you look for that environment the same way you look for your mate, beauty, the same way you look for your puppy, beauty. Okay. And the summers are hot, rainy, sometimes a mess, just like a beautiful woman. And sometimes a hurricane totally destroy your life, just like a beautiful woman. That's what the summers are like. They're wet. Okay. They could be tragic, but you're still dating a beautiful girl. Okay. So yeah, you could settle in Wisconsin. Okay. And sure, yeah, you can marry someone you met in Michigan. Okay. Shout out to you, Adam. But what I want to tell you tonight, okay, there'll never be a CSI Michigan. I love you, Adam. I'm not talking about you. Adam says, "What's up, Sam? Just sitting out here at the campfire by myself. Oh, man. Now enjoying a few beers. Well, I love you with all my heart. I respect you with all my heart. I was sitting today in 90-degree Fahrenheit weather on the beautiful beaches of South Florida, where they made CSI Miami. And what I can tell you, there may not be anyone in the live chat tonight because everyone is getting drunk eating takeout food at the Jersey Shore. But this replay will be watched by millions, especially my trolls. They listen to every word. And what I can tell you tonight, the summers in Florida are just like sleeping with a beautiful girl. It's wet, okay? It's hot, okay? And it could end tragic. You have to be careful, okay? You got to get the job transfer first. You got to visit first. Don't move to Ocala, Florida. Don't move to Orlando. Guys, Orlando's for Disney World. Tampa, my man Charles, he moved to Tampa. Then he said, Sam, I know why you say the West Coast is not where it's at. And I said, come on to the East Coast where the Atlantic Ocean is. He went, he fully submerged in Palm Beach County today. And he understood what I'm talking about. My message is for Brent. I got a great viewer, Brent. He was my first Patreon when I had Patreon. I shut down Patreon. I opened up members only chat. And what I can tell you is this. Brent is a great viewer. Okay. He's from Canada, but I believe he married an American. He grew up, oh no, wait, he grew up in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. Okay. But for some godforsaken reason, I don't know what happened, he ended up going to Canada. Okay. Shout out to my member, Tony. Closed chat, no psychopaths allowed. Kick rocks. And my man, Brent, okay, has a house that he owns in Florida, but he can't get down to Florida because he's tied up in Canada. And he wants to get to Florida before it's too late. ESP, you know I love you all my heart. ESP says, I'm eating chips. Oh my God. Drinking coffee. I love you and I respect you. You're still skinny. And listening to you, I love you. You've been a great viewer. You're my Memorial Day plan. Hey, you are too. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I cheated on you all day. I was with beautiful women. Okay. I did see almost a fight break out. I kept my mouth shut. Why did I keep my mouth shut? I was looking. And there was this one guy, he may have been on drugs, so was this girl. But this is when I went for lunch. I saw this couple at the gas station. And I could tell, probably involved with drugs. So this one guy, he was being a little bit too rough to this girl. So these other guys tried to intervene, and the guy on drugs almost like got physical with him. And I was watching just to see if it was an emergency, I would have intervened. At the very least, I would have called the authorities because that's the number one thing you do. But I was watching and I said to myself, man, maybe I should get involved or maybe call 911. I looked for a minute to see if it was an emergency. And it was on the borderline, but it wasn't. And I said to myself, this is what's going to happen. Someone will call the cops, and they did. The cops will separate the two, and what will happen is this couple will end up back together. Sure enough, I went by that same gas station late at night. That couple was back together. The people who almost broke it up, they could have destroyed their life. Now, if you see someone getting beat up, especially some, call the cops. But if you also see two toxic people destroying their life willingly, call the cops, keep your mouth shut. Okay, unless there's an emergency. I checked. I wanted to see if there was an emergency. There wasn't. It was just recklessness. Okay, and I've been down that road with family. Never get involved in someone else's fight unless it's an extreme emergency. And if it is, call 911. But back to the summer in Florida. Like my man Jim Jones says, summer in Miami with Trey Songz. Guys, my Memorial Day plan is to go live every night. Okay, because I show up, don't delete my live feeds like some psychopaths that say open chat, closed chat, members only, never forget it. What is that if you don't live where you can be outside and see bikinis and see outdoor eatery, you're in an episode of CSI Wisconsin. Okay. And like ESP, and I love ESP, I respect Frank and Kat, shout out to all my gay viewers. They're waiting for the aliens to take them over. They're waiting for Elon Musk to build up Mars. And what I'm going to tell you tonight is you're going to be waiting for a long time. Okay? A long time. Okay? Because I don't know if anyone told you, Mars is one of the most volatile atmospheres in the entire galaxy. Okay? And it's true that Florida can be a little bit wild in the summer, guys. Hurricanes can. But it's also true. I remember being in New Jersey in October, and Hurricane Sandy came. And I said to myself, when Chris Christie was crying on Barack Obama's shoulder, I said to myself, I got to get the hell out of Jersey. Okay. I got to spend my summers in Florida. Come to Jersey in the fall. And by the grace of God and through hard work and through persistence, I was right. Summers in Florida are the best. Okay. So what I want to tell you, then we're going to go to members only chat, close chat. Okay. Boundary up, guys. Get your life together. Because everyone wants a piece of your life. Okay, and they're going to destroy your life. Just like that two couples that were together at the all-night gas station. Never get involved in someone's argument. If there's an emergency, call 911. You'll destroy your life. The bottom line, guys, some people are just going to click this video for the thumbnail if the thumbnail is allowed to go through. Every thumbnail from now on will be a chick in a bikini. Why? Hey, guys, look. I think people want to be babysitted. I don't know if people want, just straight talk. Okay. And so I'm going to have to babysit all the horny people out there that haven't seen a bikini in a long time. And I'm willing to do that a little bit. Wait till you see the video I'll do tomorrow. My man, Journey with Jordan, you thought I broke the internet today with that video about the $100,000 RV? Wait till I do the video tomorrow. Guys, I was in South Florida Drive and I said, let me hit record. I was in a zone, guys, vitamin D zone, okay? And some of you need some D. I'll tell you that right now. You need some D. So what I could tell you is this, guys. You may be in a soggy campground. You may be in a shared apartment where you hate your roommate, okay? You may be at Burger King listening with your earbuds on, okay? You may be visiting a friend that said, yeah, anytime you want to come over, but really they didn't mean it. I fell for that a few times. No one wants you over their house. Why? Guys, people want to pick their ass and smell their finger. What I want to tell you tonight, okay, you got two choices in life. You are either smelling the cooch or you're picking your own ass and smelling your own fungi. Okay. And the sad truth is, I have a bad feeling in my soul that many people watching me tonight are smelling the fingers that were just up their butt. And I'm not gonna make this episode of CSI Miami where I investigate, because that's not the type of guy I am. Okay, I'm the type of guy to find something to entertain you. Okay, because God knows when you're not spending your summer in Florida, you need entertainment. Okay, you need entertainment. And you'll get it watching, but it's a closed chat, guys. Okay, I'm not a free stripper. Okay. Yeah, that's right. It's not closed chat. Shut it down. Yeah. hmm I'm gonna make all my videos. You can't even watch them if you're not a member. That's where we're going next, guys. Don't worry. So if you don't like it, don't watch. Shout out to you, D. What I want to tell you is this: put the kids to bed. Okay. Put the kids to bed. ESP is getting sick. All right, guys, we gotta get the members only chat. Closed chat. All psychopaths get out. And let's see what's going on with you guys. Andre, you know I love you, brother. Adam, yeah, Adam's in the campfire drinking beers. What I could tell you is that I just had Starbucks. Okay, drinking triple filtered ice water from beautiful baristas. Okay, what I could tell you, guys, if you're in Jersey and your barista, okay, looks like, I don't even know, man. Who can I say? I don't know. Your barista, I try to think of a popular name, but lemonade, I don't know. Yeah, your barista looks like crap. Let's be honest with you. ESP. She's eating chips, drinking coffee, and listening to you. Yeah, like we said, yeah, you're my plan too, ESP. You're a smart, beautiful woman. Okay. Okay. And what I always tell you guys is beautiful women are never alone. You say, hold on, inspirational nomad, what about me? I'm alone. Guys, I'm alone too. We're broadcasting live. But like I know, if you see a hot girl in a bikini, she is not alone. Good looking people want to be out and about. Okay. And that's just, and that's what summer is like in Florida. The summers in Florida, guys, is people who look good want to be seen. Okay. And so they're flaunting it. Okay. So you say, well, can I flaunt it? Well, you can at least watch. You can have eye candy. Okay. It's better, okay, than watching an episode of CSI, in my opinion. Okay. D, hey Sam. And yes, wow, on Charles, full of poison ivy. Did I miss Charles Ivy? Did I miss Charles? I must have missed that. You're full of poison ivy? I hope that's not true. ESP, hey D. D, a friend of mine lost her boyfriend due to him stepping. Oh yeah, okay. Due to him stepping in to help a woman. Look again. Thank you for sharing, D. If someone if someone it needs help. I do not want to say don't help, but what I'm trying to say is use wisdom. In most instances, call the authorities. Number one, that's your number one thing if you see an emergency. Number two is figure out a way to de-escalate. Okay, not to step in the middle and say, what's going on? Don't do this, don't do that. You're dealing with people on drugs or that people have an extreme mental illness. They're not going to react well to a rational conversation. You have to try, to like misdirect their energy, you know. Ask them something. Oh, do you have directions to this place? Break the conversation up until the cops come. Oh, do you know if the gas station pizza is any good? Have you ever had it? And he's going, what are you talking about? And you just say, yeah, the pizza. And then, just all you're doing is buying time. I saw this one guy, guys, it was almost a nasty event. Thank God it didn't end nasty. But I'll tell you this, they both ended up back with each other. Okay, the man and the girl. ESP's throwing up. That's that gas station pizza. ESP, you made a very good point in your video today. I see expensive vehicles in Walmart all the time. Thank you, ESP. I don't care if you get a $500,000 RV, a $100,000 van, or whatever. I don't care if you have an electrical vehicle and you're going to run the AC. You're going to end up in a parking lot. Hybrid vehicles, big vans, travel trailers, they're ending up either in a Walmart parking lot, truck stop, crowded campground, or in the middle of nowhere. That's it. That's where they go. Or a storage unit. There is not this magical place. Like you think, I used to think this too, guys, but I lived this life 4 years on the road. Now I'm in a hotel and I'm looking at home bases. But I'm keeping my flexibility. Because bottom line is I'm in Florida, so we'll see. But I learned this through my 4 years on the road, is that All RVs end up in the same place, some type of parking lot. And in that parking lot, there's a psychopath drinking energy drinks, going live, going crazy. Okay. It's an open chat, but it's a complete waste of time. Okay. Because all he's doing is pandering to the other psychopaths, and they're like, yeah, you tell them. And then they're fucking going crazy. You can live the life too. Guys, come on, man. I mean, come on. But all I can tell you, okay, this is straight up value, in my opinion. You have to look at all the factors, all the cost, where you're going to end up, the bottom line. See, again, I don't think most people want the reality. I think most people want the fantasy. They want the stripper. Okay. And I'm a stripper. I'll strip. Okay. What's up, Mary Toss? But what I was, yeah, see, Adam says self-care is great love, a nice fire, and cold beer. Wow. I hardly drink, but tonight I'm going to tip a few. Well, I'm not mad at you. You work hard, you're a positive person. I'm not mad at anyone. You do you, Adam, and that's what I preach on this channel. But I had some psychopath who just woke up from an afternoon nap at 7:30 at night, and they left a comment on a very self-care, nice. See, this is what I mean. You could be nice, don't matter. People got something negative to say. I did a post on my community tab about like don't skip the gym on the weekend or whatever. Stay active. Basic self-care stuff. Someone who woke up from a nap had a big problem with that. Okay, and this is what I told him right before I blocked him. I said, go back to your nap. Okay, go back to your nap. Guys, a beer is a downer. Okay, I know someone right now who drinks alcohol at night so they can go to sleep because they're on uppers, they got high anxiety. And now they may switch to medical marijuana. Why? It puts them to sleep. Guys, people with high anxiety, they need sedatives, whether it's beer, whether it's weed. Okay? And am I mad at that? No. If I needed it, I would do it. But in my experience, this is my experience, weed made me lazy, hungry, and forgetful. Alcohol made me do stupid things, hang out with the wrong people, even though when you're young you should enjoy life. And basically, it's just a bad habit. Okay, bottom line. Now again, am I mad at Adam? Am I mad at anyone? No, because guys, everyone's different. So remember, guys, I'm just sharing my viewpoint, and I treat you like adults. I want you to figure out what your viewpoint is, and then you build your life on that. But I tell you right now, be careful, because on the road to your best life, there's many pitfalls. Okay. Love to you, Mary Taz. Great to see you. Adam says hello, Mary Taz. ESP, hey, Mary Taz. I wish I can give you more. I'm trying to think, what can I give you to help you? But what I realize right now in this moment is people just want to talk. People need someone to talk to. And you can remember in life, if you ever don't know what to do, you could just talk to people. But you have to manage your time. Because what I can tell you is, guys, I know a lot of people just waste time talking about nothing for hours. ESP. Nomads have to really be careful with alcohol and weed. Well, yeah, I think everyone does. I do think everyone has a different way to look at life. You can say that, coffee is a drug. It's true, caffeine, but, to me, it is an upper, but again, teach their own with that. But I look, to me, in my opinion, the most people that are on the road are either drug addicts, alcoholics, have mental problems, or they're retirees. But there's some exceptions. I've met the exceptions. I don't know. That's a generalization. Shouldn't say that. But look, most people need something to sedate their mind. And I understand it. I don't judge it. I'm just, saying for me, if you don't need it, don't do it. But if you're like Adam and you want to just chill, I'm not mad at that. But I mean, everyone's different. Maritas, I had a beautiful day, so I like to hear. Just got back from a 5-mile walk. You self-cared out the wazoo. And I'm having a salad and an iced tea for dinner. 100 emoji. Now, someone put a dildo emoji in here, because what I think you need to do after that is dildo emoji. Why? Because to me, when you're outside, I don't know if you're walking at night, when you're outside with all that vitamin D pumping through your blood, you're in a different dimension. And what is the summer like in Florida? There's a lot of vitamin D. Okay. There's a lot of hot, sweaty juice. Okay. And there's also a lot of, afternoon storms. Okay. There's no place on this earth that's perfect. But I can tell you this, any place on this earth is better than Mars. Any place. Okay. Because that's pretty much science. That's first grade science. Yeah, it's true. ESP, you may have to drive at any time. DUI waiting to happen. Well, that's a good point. I didn't think of it like that. That's a good point. Yeah, look, for me, alcohol is just more baggage. It's just more crap to throw in a storage unit. It's like, more things you have to carry, um, and more of a mental weigh down. Again, I'm not speaking about Adam here enjoying a couple cold ones in his fire. Everyone's different, man. I don't, you know, I don't know. I don't have the answer for everyone, and I appreciate everyone sharing our love. Look, I know everyone has their own way to do life, but for me, um, I don't know. I just had to separate from all that stuff. Keith, man, $10 super chat. What's it like to live in South Florida? Well, you don't pay state income tax on super chats. Shout out to you, Keith. Yeah, yeah, D, liquid sunshine. That's that vitamin D. Keith, love to you. Keep pushing forward. He's in Indiana. The Ultimate Warrior's from Indiana. Okay. And he made a video and he said he didn't understand why most of his family was always depressed until he moved out of Indiana. And he said, because it's so dreary and because the environment is so lackluster, it, look, certainly the sunshine is not going to cure a psychopath, but certainly a flower is not going to grow, okay, on Mars, and it's going to be very hard to grow in Indiana, in my opinion. Kathy, hey, shout out to Chicago. Good to see you, Kathy. Thank you, Keith. Good point, ESP. Adam, wish you were here to BSM. I love you. Well, I'm here in the spirit, brother. I'm in the campfire right now. I'm your best virtual friend, okay? Or I'm your virtual YouTuber. I don't like to look, guys, I'm a YouTuber, okay? I care about you guys, and that's why I talk direct to you. I know I'd probably do better if I just babied everyone. I know that. And sometimes, and I don't want to hurt anyone. So I always gotta pull myself back, say, Sam, you're being too rough for no reason. So I'm excited a little bit. I like to get it out. But I don't want to hurt anyone. I won't say that. But number two is I don't want to lead anyone on. I don't want to, I don't know, man. I want to encourage you guys and girls to, one is know that you aren't alone in your thoughts at night or during the day, but also most of your life to do whatever you want to do, and even if it's just to get through the day in the best way you can, wherever you're at, you're pretty much going to do it alone. Because what I found in life is most times misery just loves company. People just want someone to go out to eat with. And I've been down that road. People just want someone to drink with. People just want someone to talk with. And there's nothing wrong with that. But then you're also going to eventually blame the other person for the reason you're not achieving what you want. That's true. Guys, I got a couple people, they watch me. And there's a reason they're watching me, not their spouse, not their child. Because they destroyed your life. Or you feel like, whatever. And what I could tell you is close chat, because I never want to talk to them. Okay? I'll never have an open chat again, guys. I'll shut YouTube down, DoorDash full time. Now, I ain't going to waste my fucking time trying to tell someone who doesn't want to hear it. Nope. Nope. And I'm not going back to the church giving sermons, because what I found is faith is good, but you got to figure that out just like I did. Okay? And you got to go on that journey. You got to get in church. You do whatever you got to do. And so what I could tell you is what Elon Musk won't tell you. Mars is a hellhole, and your life is going to be a hellhole, okay, until you figure out how to get to the place you want to be by yourself, okay? Again, if you don't have kids or someone you're responsible for. But if you don't have kids or someone you're responsible for, your kids are grown, or you're a grown kid, guys, look, $2 super chat from a fellow Floridian, Savat, also a truck driver. Hey, Sam, Florida rocks, 100 emoji. My parents and niece love it. Let me tell you, oh, they visited you. Shout out to you, Savat, and your family. Let me tell you this, guys. Florida gets stormy in the middle of July till September. People hate Florida. And I always tell you guys, that's the reality of the summer in Florida. Okay. But what I could tell you is you're dating the most beautiful state in America. Okay. And everyone is jealous. Okay. Because they're sitting there on Memorial Day weekend, washed out. Okay. Eating Domino's pizza. Ain't that a bitch? Okay. And they're praying that Elon Musk transports them to Mars immediately. Because they woke up in a crowded campground in a $100,000 RV. Guys, you could have came to Florida for free, man. Okay. So what I want to tell you guys, Keith said, there's no paint color in the world that can inspire like vitamin D. I love you, Aline. Shout out to you. From the sun. I want that on a t-shirt. Well, I'll tell you this. You haven't seen flamingo pink, okay? And I'm not gay. I got some great gay viewers. Flamingo pink, aqua blue, tropical starburst colors. This is the colors of Florida. Okay. What are the colors of Indiana? Dookie brown. Okay. Assault red. Okay. So what I want to tell you tonight, guys, I don't know the colors of your high school football team. Okay. But if you are in your 40s, okay, and you still have your high school football jersey hanging up in your living room, I'm not saying you shouldn't celebrate victories, but I'm trying to tell you right now, I went through a season where I threw out all my memorabilia stuff. Okay, I was like, you know what? This is not the life I'm living. Okay. And again, guys, I don't want to hurt you or discourage you. I want to talk to you. Okay. I wish I knew something good. So welcome back to a live chat. Actually, this is the best relationship you've ever been in your life. Join when you want, leave when you want. When you break up with me, you don't have to call your friend with a pickup truck to get all your shit out of the house. You just disappear. Okay, you curse me out and you watch behind the boundary because it's a closed chat. I had a few psychopaths try to do that, and I hear them in the background. But guys, I don't see their chat. Why? They're done. Okay? They decided to move on with their life, and I'm not mad at them, but they're mad at me. Okay. But what I learned in life, guys, haters gonna hate, and I'm gonna order another round of Starbucks. Okay. I'll be in South Florida, okay, shooting an episode of CSI Miami. They'll be in Wisconsin, guys. They're gonna be bowling. Shout out to everyone at the all-night bowling alley. Oh, God. Is there a bowling ball emoji, guys? If you have a bowl, well, shout out to you, Charles. You were in Atlantic Ocean today, Charles. I was in Mar-a-Lago today. How was Palm Beach, man? Wait till you see the video I upload tomorrow, man. Everyone's gonna hate on it. Nah, there's a lot of people gonna love it. D says afternoon rainstorms in Florida are intense. They are called liquid sunshine. Now, it's true. Now, look, when the height of the summer comes, is it possible that I head north? It's possible. Anything's possible. But what I could tell you is you can't just leave a good-looking state like Florida and not come back. It's too much to offer. You'll be back. Look at ESP. Oh, ESP's putting in work. A lot of you people are not understanding. There's a bowling alley emoji that ESP found in her phone. She had time in between her snacks, okay? And in between, what was she saying she was doing? ESP was saying, she goes, what was she saying before? She was saying something. I love you, ESP. ESP's good people. I'm waiting for her to upload another video. Okay. ESP, I'm waiting on that video. I want to know what summers are like in Alaska. ESP, there's a video idea. Yeah, someone hating. You're behind the closed door forever. Never forget it. Close chat. ESP, I want to see you upload a video about what the summers are like in Alaska. Okay. Keith, I want you to create a YouTube channel. What are the summers like in Indiana? Everyone in here tonight, everyone watching, I want you to make a video about what summers are like where you live. And what I can tell you guys, what's going to be on your thumbnail? Is it going to be a funnel cake? Okay. Is it going to be a bowl of farina? Okay. Or is it going to be camel toe? Keith. I call it ghetto Indiana. That's what it's rainy, dark, gloomy, a guy riding a bike without a shirt, smoking a cigarette. I saw a video of a guy riding to Indiana. It looked just as you described. My eyes are on transfer. Appreciate you, Sam. I appreciate you too. Well, guys, that's a summer in Indiana. I agree with that. Yeah. So going back to the beach tomorrow. You're in Florida. You're in the peninsula with parents, niece, and love the Atlantic Ocean. Shout out to your whole family. Love to you, man. That's awesome. ESP, I'm going to do that. Yeah, I can't wait to see this. Summers in Alaska movie emoji. ESP, I hope that you get 1,000 subscribers, even though I know you don't care. Like, there's some people that say, I don't care about my subscribers. ESP is one of those people. She just uploads whenever she wants. She keeps her life private. I don't know why she does it. ESP, why do you upload if you really don't care about monetizing your channel? I guess there's just some good Samaritans out there. Because I say to myself, man, I don't know, man. You know, everyone's different. Everyone has different goals, different ideas of what inspires them, what depresses them. Like I say, I never want to hurt you guys. I know sometimes I probably hurt people because I'm very intense about what I like and what I want. Again, I want to admit that I'm sorry if I hurt you, but I got to be myself. You know, when you spend most of your life by yourself, especially as an adult, that's what I've done, which by choice. This is just my place to share and vent, have a little fun. And sometimes I'm intense, sometimes I'm sad, sometimes I'm melatonin, because that's part of life. Yeah. But I have to be myself, or else for me, it's just not worth it. ESP, I enjoy the community. Unbelievable. There's people, good people. I enjoy having something documented to look back at. I'll tell you right. There's some people that are just good Samaritans. I'll tell you right. I want to be left alone. I curse everyone. True. That's true. Wandering off. Do you? Well, I guess I don't. Well, we'll see. Wandering off. Do you want to know what summers are like in Minnesota? I have a pretty good idea, but why don't you tell me? I had a viewer, Vicky. She was from Minnesota. She told me they were a complete disaster. Today I wore, oh my God, a hat, a sweater, and a jacket. 2 cat tears emojis. I'll tell you right now, I've never had a cat. My grandfather had a cat. But after listening to that description of Minnesota, I almost want to adopt a cat just to regret a cat, because it's like every summer in Minnesota must be just, you got to get out. It must be regretful. You got to get out of there. Wondering off, can you get out? You know, sometimes I say to myself, Sam, you're talking too rough, because some of these people are trapped wherever they're at. They're never getting out. Now, some people want to be in different spots. Maritas, I was in Alaska in June 1980. I was born in 1980. For 3 weeks, it was okay. That's interesting. Thank you for sharing, Maritas. Yeah, how'd you get to Alaska? Don't you have to go through Canada? I know ESP did a video about before she had rented her Airbnb this winter. She was thinking about, well, maybe I'll leave Alaska, but to get out of Alaska, she had to take like this crazy route. Like, I guess you got to go through Canada and then back down. That's a wild. That's why I'll never live in Hawaii, because like, how do you get out? Even Key West to me is too isolated. One road in, one road out. Nah. I like to have multiple exit strategies, man. ESP. I don't feel that the promise of monetizing is good enough to put. She's a good risk management. She's very smart. She goes, basically, there's not enough upside because she's not sure if she can get monetized to put enough energy into it. Fair point. It's a high risk, low reward industry. But if for some reason I got a viral video, then I treat it like a job. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, once in a while you get lucky and your video goes viral. You know, and it could be anything. Sometimes feeding a squirrel video goes viral. Sometimes a bikini thumbnail goes viral. There's not an exact science. Certainly there is a science. Pretty much a viral video, it gets seen a few times. A lot of people click the thumbs up. They watch longer than average viewing. And there's something in the search engine that just triggers this algorithm. It feeds on itself. And then, YouTube just blesses it. There's no exact science. Many people have tried to recreate a viral video, but it's impossible. For the most part. What I've experienced, I've had a couple go semi-viral. And when I mean semi, I mean I've never had a video get to 1 million views. I've had a video get to, I think my highest video is like 250 or 300,000 views. I have a couple that did a couple 100,000, but for the most part, my videos get close to 1,000. But I'm consistent as hell, and I got tenacity, and through being consistent, I've built up a catalog of videos, and many of them are not just me talking in the phone. They're reviews of RVs, or they're sharing my life, and it's like everything. You build up a base, and you build on top of that. I'm looking at myself right now on my laptop, and I'm looking at my channel, and my let me see. Let me look this. My biggest, my most viewed video has 364,000 views. It was about an RV. I did an RV review. My next biggest one is one of like a module home, has a 320, and then out of my top 5 videos, 4 of them are RV or tiny home reviews. One of them is of me talking. I got 187,000 views when I did the story of the cops knocking at my door at an all-night truck stop. And I guess that speaks for itself a little bit. All right, let me click back into my live chat, closed chat. Okay, members only, never forget it. All the public people can watch, but no touching a stripper. You get tasered. Exit out the club. Mary Taz took plane to Anchorage. Yes, you got to go a wild way. I think ESP is in Anchorage. Then took a ferry and then rented a car the rest of the way down the Alley-Can Highway through Canada. The scenery was nice. Weird to get there at 2 a.m. and have daylight. I'll never forget that movie with Al Pacino, where it was like daylight all day. Well, daylight for like, I don't know, 20 hours out of the day or something, because they have this period of the season in Alaska where there's an abundance of sunlight. It's not tropical, but it's just a lot of sunlight. And then they have a season where it's just all dark. What a disaster. But love and respect to everyone who loves that. Sabat, you're back, brother, and you can leave at any time. That's the blessing that keeps giving. Freedom, ESP. The Canadian government isn't allowing Alaskans to cross the border, except for limited circumstances nowadays, due to the pandemic. Yeah, I think I heard that they may loosen that probably next year. It'll be back open 100%. A lot of Canadians have property down here in Florida. Like I said, I got that one viewer, Brent, from Palm Beach Gardens. So it's true. Love to ESP. Wandering off, aka Lean, from Minnesota. I'm trying to buy a house in Florida. Well, live here before you buy. But with all the cash offers now, the best thing you can do is get rejected for a house right now. Unless, Lean, have you visited Florida? Have you spent time? What area in Florida are you looking at? I think you said Sarasota, right? But with all the cash offers, it has been a failure. Congratulations. Are we going to get priced out of buying in Florida? Fair thought. I don't know, but if you have 2 mortgages, you're going to get priced out of being able to afford anything, unless you have the money. I don't want to know your money because that's your private business. But if you have the money to carry 2 mortgages, then I say God bless. But I remember an old lady in my community. She told me, because I thought I was going to do the same thing you're doing. And this old lady told me something I'll never forget. She goes, Sam, you do what you want. But my father always told me, don't have 2 mortgages, because those are one of your 2 biggest expenses, and you'll never get ahead. You'll always be behind. So my philosophy is sell, rent as a bridge, and then buy when you find the area that inspires you the most. But it's a fair point to think that you may get priced out. But look, if they price you out, they price most of society out. And could that happen? It could happen, but eventually you need a level of buyers, right? Because if they keep pricing people out and there's nobody to buy, you know, unless corporations start buying up huge residential communities, which they're not going to do at a mass scale, there has to be some level of lower middle class people being able to buy. Because at some point, if they're not able to buy, no one buys, and you don't have the transaction. So eventually, it'll have to even out one way or another. That's my opinion, but it's a fair thought. Savat, remember again, love to you, brother. Savat, nothing good is free. Well, yeah. Well, like I say, sometimes free isn't good enough for some people. All the videos are free. But like I say, guys, this hotel isn't free. When I went to watch basketball games with LeBron James, they weren't free. So look, guys, some people, some people will boast that it's free, but it's trash. Okay, they're not really. I don't know, man. It's hard to explain, but you guys know what I'm saying. The bottom line is in life is that you get to decide how you want to live your life. There's a risk reward to everything. Okay, you can go for quantity over quality. You can go for individual preference. You can go for a truck stop or you can go for a hotel. I've done both. You can go for free or you can pay. I've done both. You have the freedom of choice. You're adults. I treat people like adults, not like kids. And what I've learned in life is I think you actually go further in life if you treat people like kids because, and again, I don't want to be hurtful. I'm being a little bit rough tonight in my strong tone. But for those who watch me in context, I think you get it. Now, I'm sure sometimes you say, what an asshole. I get it. I totally get it. Because it all depends on how you feel that night and what you're going through and what you need to hear. Just like me, because I'm a consumer like you guys. I mean, I watch other things. So it's tough when you paint, when you create, because for me, how I paint, how I create, how I communicate with my channel is I have structure and then I also have creativity. You gotta have both. And my live feeds are more, they have a beginning structured topic, but there's a lot more creativity and it's a lot of it's based on what mood I'm in that night and what flow I want to go with. You know, nothing is written down. I'm not reading off a teleprompter. There's a time to read off a teleprompter. There's a time to have an organized speech. You know, you don't always just shoot off the hip. Life is, again, it's a balance of thought, you know. Keith, not talking about you, but YouTube, to me, has lost its entertainment. It's a fair point. To everyone trying to trick you to watch their video, it's a fair point. With false thumbnails, it's a fair point. I did it myself tonight. That's the truth. It's 100% the truth. I'm a consumer and a creator, but I had some guy bash me a little bit. I give pretty much straight up titles and straight up thumbnails. Once in a while, I'll do a little clickbait like tonight. And what I can tell you is, you can't be mad at the person who did the thumbnail. You have to be mad you clicked it. Are you mad at Dunkin' Donuts, or are you mad that you ate the donut with sprinkles? Okay. Are you mad that you didn't like how Domino Pizza made you feel afterwards, or are you mad at yourself for ordering Domino's Pizza? So, what I've learned in life is, I'm not going to lie to you guys, everything loses its beginning luster. Even Florida. If you move to Florida, I guarantee you, when you first come, you can be like, oh my God, this is heaven. And after a few years, you may say, you know, there's some homeless people. There's a bunch of yuppies. Everything after you stay, even your spouse. Look at your spouse. Initially, you would never even dream of sleeping in a separate bed. Now, sleeping in separate beds is the only way you keep your marriage alive. This is human nature. This is the human experience. And again, do people want to hear this? No, guys. They want to talk about chocolate chips. And I had a great viewer. Now, she was part of it. Now, she was a good viewer. I love her. and respect her. She had a seizure. She had brain damage. She was one of the good people that got locked out of the free chat. But yeah, look, she would come in when she want, leave a comment when she want. You know, everyone wants to do what they want. I gotta do what I want. Okay. Like I got some people like that. Well, you know, even when it's free, you do what you want. You do it. I'm stuck with the bag. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So look, you're not gonna burn me. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's that. I hate to say it, but that's how life is. Before you know it, you'll be hanging ceiling fans for everyone. There'll be some senior citizen in your community. She's sitting on like 2.3 million. It's true. You're sitting there. Yes, true. You're sitting there with a car that needs to be replaced. Okay. You gotta change your air condenser. And she's over there crying the blues. She got 2.3 million. She go, oh, I don't know if I could afford that one. Yeah. You don't know who to trust. Now, sure, she just wants someone to talk to, and she would like to maybe fantasize about you that you'll do more than change her ceiling fan. But the truth is, you're getting screwed, and she's going to leave her money to her kids that didn't help change her ceiling fan. And you're going to have to hear every story she has to say. Do you mind? Well, you don't mind a little bit because you want to be a nice person. But I'll tell you right now, guys, people abuse your kindness. And before you know it, it's a disaster. That's been my experience to a certain degree. ESP's in the building. She goes, do you have a 3-day weekend too? Oh, yes. I'm very happy about that. It must be nice to have a place to chill. ESP, you are smart. Because I said to myself this weekend, damn, it feels good to have an extra day, to have great weather, and to have great air conditioning. And I spent 90% of the day outside today. This is actually the first time I've been back at the hotel since this morning because I did a lot of exploring and driving and beaching and parking and just enjoying the day. And but I do enjoy the value of the home base is at the end of the day you have solitude, not a all-night parking lot, not an all-night gas station, not a gym, not a campground. And the bad part is I said to myself, well, this stay will end. I can renew my stay, pay more than rent. I really don't want to. I mean, I look at rent, but I look at home bases. There's very low inventory. I say to myself, Sam, you got to get to August. In August, you're going to go north no matter what, probably. And hopefully, as the summer progresses in Florida, more houses come on the market. Because I still do think, look, interest rates will rise, unemployment benefits will end, the baby boomers will eventually die, and inventory levels will come back up. Because I guarantee you guys, within the next 10 years, as the baby boomers die, there's going to be houses on the market. Because I guarantee you their kids do not want that property. They want to liquidate that property. So what is going to be the next housing recession? The baby boomers pass. Okay. And you say, well, that's a horrible thing. Well, hey guys, look, I didn't do it. I'm just saying that's my observation. Okay. Mary Toss, I don't understand people being mad. If they don't like something, they can change the channel. Well, Mary Toss, you are a smart, fair-minded person. You have to remember the person who is upset is not a smart, fair-minded person. So never forget that you are operating off a level of what we call rationality and logic. When you see an altercation at the all-night gas station, these people are not operating off rationality and logic. There's a lot of emotions, sometimes drugs, sometimes mental disabilities. And when you're dealing with people on the internet, there's the same factors. A lot of these people have mental issues, there's drug problems, there's family and you're their outlet, you're their therapist, you're their punching bag. And I started YouTube like you start life, wide-eyed, humble, curious, fun, excited, and I got a dildo in my mouth too many times. Okay, and I got people abusing my time, abusing my kindness, and I said to myself, what? And then the spiteful people love that thumbs down. Because like you say, they can't accept that, you know what, I changed, I'm different, and they have to try to force me to change. But I'm not in a shared apartment with them. I'm not related to them. I don't want to be their friend. If they think we were friends and now they're spiteful, we were never friends. Okay. But they can't just leave and move on with their life. They want to bring pain to you because they're nasty, revengeful people. Okay. And guys, I saw people today driving a pickup truck on Memorial Day weekend. Were they celebrating America? No, there was a flag that said fuck Biden and I love Trump. Okay, what type of person loves America? Not someone that has that type of flag. Yeah. I had some troll say, you talk bad about my president, Trump, and that's why I left. Yeah, how'd you talk about Obama? Yeah, you hypocrite, you fraud. You don't love the country. You don't love yourself because you had an abusive parent. Okay. Not my fault. I'm not your therapist. Okay. I'm a YouTuber and you're not going to abuse me and you're not going to be in this chat. Close chat. Close chat. What I want to tell you is this. Let's stay positive tonight, okay? Because we're in Florida, okay? And you could do whatever you want. You could be wherever you want. And that's the beautiful thing. Ah, D, and the rotten kids get all the money. D, you are very, very smart. D, you know the system of life. As much as the parent says they don't like their children, and as much as you help them, believe me, the parent will not leave their church, the parent will not leave their company, the parent will not leave their inheritance to you, the good worker. They will leave it to the rotten, nasty kids. Okay? And you know what you're going to do? You're going to working for them, singing for them, YouTubing for them. And you know what I say? Hold up. Wait a minute. I hope, okay, that in this closed chat, that's an open line of communication for those who want to hear the truth. Okay? Because if not, you're fooling yourself. Uh, Maritas. Oh, yeah, I read this. I love you, Maritas. I love you, D. That was great. Keith. I pumped tonight the next 5 days. Oh, that's awesome. Keith has the next 5 days off from 6 months of OT. Well, that's good. I remember you were working a lot of OT, a lot of overtime, and now you have some time off, well earned. Okay. Don't volunteer for anything. Don't ask anyone what they're doing. Yep. And what I tell you is this: close your life. Like you got to close chat, close your life, and go spend time with yourself. Because people will run right over you, and then they're going to go back to their abusive boyfriend, or their abusive girlfriend, or their nasty relative, and you're going to end up sitting there after 6 months of overtime. You're going to end up going back to work saying, I need a vacation from my vacation. You know how many people I've met over the years, they get a 3-day weekend and they come back to work happy because they need a vacation from their vacation. Because they got the wrong people in their life. They don't have a closed chat. They got an open life. Everyone gets to say what they can do and what they want to do. Boundary up. Now, again, is it sad? Guys, it's sad. I've cried. I said, well, look, I wish things could be different with some people. But at the same time, I just accept it. It's part of life. ESP told me one time, Sam, you have to accept, okay, that, you can't get an apple out of an orange tree. Okay. Love to you, Keith. Mary Todd, yay, Keith. Timothy, your intellectual analysis is always real and genuine, which is refreshing compared to all the manipulative media out there these days. Keep me and you, Sam, and watch your subs grow. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Timothy, for your positivity. Keep on your health journey. Remember, guys and girls, if you don't like anything or get anything out of what I do, get that you should take as best care of yourself as possible based on your physical and mental abilities, based on what you want to do. And even if you make small incremental changes, it's better than none. You're still going to have sadness, still going to have depression, still going to have bad days. I wish it wasn't so. I didn't create the world. I don't know why that's like that. I don't know if my YouTube channel will grow or if it will stall. But either way, I don't put all my hopes in my YouTube channel. I am thankful for my YouTube channel. I'm thankful for all that watch, all the members. I don't take them for granted. But I also know that for you to go after a creative venture, if you put all your hopes in that and nothing else, I don't think you end up creating what you want. I think you end up creating what the crowd wants, and you become a puppet in the puppet show. I know a guy, he has a puppet. It's a fucking shit show. Okay. And yeah, that's my opinion. ESP sounds like a well-deserved break, Keith. I agree. Guys, let me know what you want to talk about. It's your time now. Charles, 299 super chat, no state income tax. Shout out to you. Shout out to the fully submerging in the Atlantic Ocean today. You did it. You did it. You're living your dream. You're doing it. Is it perfect? Nothing is perfect. But is it better? Hey, you're doing something different. You're moving forward. That's better. Nothing in life is perfect. You want better. Thank you, Charles. Keith says, ESP, thank you. Nice break. At 60 years old, it's getting tough. 2 more years. At 60, you can take out of your 401k without a penalty. You do have to pay regular taxes. 62, you can start to take out of your Social Security if you want to take a penalty. At 65 or 66, you can get Medicare. So anyone at the age of 60, I would say start looking at 55 and older communities. They're also a little bit cheaper. I would say look, if you're going to stay at a campground, if you're 65 and older in Florida, you only have to pay half the price, but they're very packed. For state parks, look for anything that you can to get an edge as you get older, because your energy goes down and your aches and pains go up. I speak to my mom via WhatsApp video conferencing every night. And every night she pretty much tells me, Sam, it's a full-time job just to get out of bed. Okay. And I empathize. And there's nothing I can say. What do you say? We're all getting older. I think about that, and I do think I do still like having that flexibility, go see up my mom for a while. But I also know from last year, my mom, as long as she can, she wants her independence. Okay. And if you don't believe me, you're living with your mom and you're fighting with her every day. Okay. Or you're a guilt tripping mom and you're a manipulator, and that's why your husband left you, and you're trying to basically do the same thing to your children. What I could tell you is this, guys: good people don't control other people. My mom said, Sam, if I had to give you one piece of advice in life, don't let anyone control you. And what I could tell you is this, guys: I still have to respect other people, especially in the public realm, and I do, and I mean it. It's not fake. I don't cause problems. It's fact. It's my life history. I don't cause problems. I look to stay out of people's way. In my live chats at night and on my videos, I make them in an intense way or a very outlet way where I vent or share at an extreme level sometimes my thought process. But I'm able to have thoughts, funny, extreme, sad, angry, happy thoughts, and I'm able to exercise self-control by the grace of God. So, look, self-control leads to godliness. So, you don't have to react off everything you think. But I'll tell you right now, there's someone who thinks very manipulative. They act nice, and I never want to be around them. I never want to chat with them, never want to be friends with them, because it's like, you're not my friend. You're looking to just get out of something which you want. You want me to be who you want me to be, and if I'm not, you're not happy. You're gonna throw a tantrum. You're like a little kid. If someone doesn't behave how you want, you throw a tantrum. And I'm saying to myself, like Mary Taz, then why don't you just leave? You can't leave. You have to be a problem. That's who you are. Keith. Oh, yeah. Thank you, ESP. Your channel is unique because you just do you. Don't change. That's why we're all here. Well, ESP, like I said, you've been such a kind heart. And you've been here for a long time. To be honest with you, Look, I know how I have value, but I'm a fair evaluator. There's some people that have been with me so long. I said I don't know how these people still with me because um, I think some people are just being gracious to me. Um, because I think some people are smart enough. They can entertain themselves enough. They don't need me. I don't think anyone needs me. I think I think I have something to offer, something to spark. But I also think at a certain point, if I'm doing my job, even you don't need me because I always tell you guys I treat you like adults. See, I have closed members only chat, but I tell everyone who watches for free and members, you don't need me. Let me spark you, then go do your thing. Is that sad? Yeah, I wish you were going to be here forever. But I don't want to treat you like I'm an overpaid therapist. Therapy is good, church is good, friends are good, a mentor is good. I've had all those things. Well, I haven't had a therapist, but you know what I mean. But I had the other things. And I don't look down on therapy. I don't look down on it. But there's a season that you go and you get help or you get inspiration. And then you try to go and do it yourself. And some of you have done it, some of you in the chat tonight. And some of you just come back from time to time, and some of you just stay with me forever. Well, for as long as I've been around, it's amazing. I say thank you. I say thank you. But I share what I just shared because I respect you. I try not to manipulate you. I tell you straight up, where I'm at, what I'm feeling, right or wrong. I'm not saying I'm always right. Um, but again, like as a single loner, I, I really don't want to be someone else. I mean, that's why I'm a single loner. I don't want to be who someone else wants, but I don't want to hurt people. That's why I'm a single loner. That's why I'm not in a relationship with benefits. That's why I don't have kids because I'm at a point where I don't want to abandon someone. That's why I choose to be alone because I want to be who I want to be. And I know I couldn't do that with someone else in my life. I'd have to sacrifice, I'd have to compromise because I believe in that. I don't believe that if you're with someone, it should be your way or the highway. Like even today, I shared the video about, like, don't eat things that your friends or family or whatever. If you're in a relationship, you have to think about your other person. You have to spoil them, treat them. But I'm by myself. I'm a middle-aged man. I'm not going to. I don't want to have that duality where I have to worry about someone else. All right, let's go back to live chat. Mary Todd says, I can't wait to get to 62. Another year, and I'm out of California. Nothing left here for me. I can understand that. Yeah, at 62, you'll be in a good retirement age. Love to you. Yeah, I would say California is probably the second best state other than Florida as far as weather, depending on where you're at. But everything gets tiresome. Yeah, I say to myself, Sam, if you were 55, you'd have a lot more housing options because there's a lot of 55 and older communities that are cheaper here in Florida. But I'd also be basically eliminating 15 years out of my life. So it's like we got to be careful not to wish our life away too. But you're close to the promised land. Adam, you're leaving? We love you, brother. Call it a good night. The woods are coming alive. I don't know how you do that bushcraft, man. See, me, I love to you, Adam. Thank you for everything. I love and I respect and appreciate you. I never know how people go camping. Well, I wasn't brought up in a camping culture, but I just go to the campgrounds or the RV parks for safe, legal parking. But I hate the woods, man. ESP says, stop talking yourself out of your blessing, Sam. Thank you, ESP. If people are willing to pay membership for you, offer some value, accept that and be you. Well, thank you. Now, those are very kind words. Like I said, I just try to give you guys a balanced, honest view. Because I want to be fair to you guys, but I want to be fair to myself, but I want to balance it. But I thank you for those gracious words, ESP, and for you've been gracious to me, and I love you and I respect you, ESP. Oh, Adam, watch out for the lions. I don't know how you do that bushcraft, man. Yeah, Adam's laughing good. We love you, brother. Yeah, the woods, you start to hear those noises. Even when I walk now in the park, and now I've gotten to the habit where I take off my earbuds and I stop listening. There's a part of my walk where I listen to my music to get me motivated. And then there's a part of my walk where I take my earbuds out and I just hear the birds chirping or the the sounds of the animals rustling in the bushes. And because in Florida there's a lot of wildlife, lizards in the bushes, of course you got the squirrels, the birds, etc. And and to me the amazing thing is the birds fight, the squirrels fight. Um, I see the birds, like fighting in the air, squawking in the bushes, the squirrels humping each other. And I say to myself, people think that animals are nicer than humans. They don't spend enough time with animals. It's true. Adam, downloading today's episode. Gonna be a minute. Love you all. Good night. We love you too, brother. We love you too. All right, guys and girls, I love you all. I hope I gave you something tonight. Thank you for everything you've given to me. Remember, you don't owe me anything. Remember, take whatever I can give you, whether it's a laugh, whether it's a push, whether it's an inspiration, an encouragement, a warning. But remember, these are my opinions based on my experience in life. You're going to have your own. You're going to have your own life. There is no perfect life. Charles, having a friend when transitioning to a new life has been a blessing. Well, thank you, and I totally empathize because I'm at where I've been where you're at, and that's why we connect for this moment in time. Because if we're connecting, there's something that we share again for a season. Um, you know, and it is good as much as I like to be a loner, and as much as I do like money. Uh, I also there is a need to be able to share. Uh, it's true. And you have to find a way. And there was ways in my life where you have actual friends, which were great for a season. You have maybe a spiritual community, which I experienced was great for a season. Maybe you date someone, it's great. Maybe you have a puppy, it's great for a season. Maybe you get to a point where you have virtual friends, it's great for a season. Humans, and we saw that with the pandemic. It's been good to see people get back to socializing, and I could tell the anxiety and the stress of society is at a better level than it was. I'll tell you right now, I saw a sign says, do you miss Trump yet? I said, guys, that was some of the worst 4 years of my life. I don't want to go back. I don't miss that shit at all. Society actually going on. So look, I don't need to wake up, okay, and be agitated, okay, by a tweet or by a press conference, okay, or by a father who just can't just be happy with what he has and show the love of country by being a peacemaker. And so, guys and girls, a life is hard enough. And I've come to a point, but I would say though that many people have made life better. Uh, because if that wasn't the case, then how can I be broadcasting live in 2021 with people from all over the world? You can order your food online, you can make money online, you could DoorDash, you can do your job over the internet. Um, you can transfer your bank account over. You could pay your tax. You could call your mother on video conferencing. There's downfalls to advancement, but you can drive your car. 100 years ago, you'd have to ride a horse to Florida. 100 years ago, Florida was nothing but horses. There was no Disney World. There was no South Beach. But here in 2001 is a guy with a skull cap on in a hotel room freezing his ass off because most of the day I was outside, it was 90 degrees. And I don't know what I've talked about for the last hour and 10 minutes. It was all a blur. Okay. I can only hope that I helped more people than I hurt. that I inspired more people than I depressed. And then I was pretty much honest in it because the whole time I was talking, I really wasn't thinking about how can I say something to make someone watch or to make someone, to me, just sharing my thought process. Okay. So enjoy the thumbnail though of the bikini. I threw that out there just to help you. Okay. And enjoy your evening and enjoy your life as best you can. And sometimes it's not easy. Okay. I understand that. Thank you. Thank you.